Now, let's get back to the issue at hand, and that is the royal family. Prince Harry, has been joined by Meghan in Dusseldorf in what could be described as one hell of a PR campaign. They've had a lot of bad publicity. Their popularity ratings are plummeting on both sides of the Atlantic, and let's say they want to repair their image. They've been grinning, smiling. She's been making horrible little speeches about being a normal. I had to go on a school run and I had to get the kids milkshakes and all this sort of stuff. You know, enough to make you sick. But Harry too, grinning for the camera. So something's been going on there. And towards the end of this, the Invictus Games, by the way, the Invictus Games is great, and full marks to both of them for getting behind that, particularly Harry, who created the Games in the first place for disabled military veterans. So nothing against the Games, but they've definitely been using this to polish their own image. And at the end of this, they posed with NATO chiefs in Germany. Some sort of a political gesture, it seemed like me, but it was also thought to coincide with William's trip to New York, where he will be having talks with the United Nations. So I think you can see what's going on there. Let's talk to PR and branding expert Carla Speight. Hi, Carla.
Hiya.
Do you think that Harry and Meghan have, I mean, clearly they've been trying to put their best foot forward at the Invictus Games. You know, apart from, as I say, nothing wrong with getting behind those games. They're an excellent event. Nothing wrong with that. But they've definitely been using it to polish their own image, you know, grinning for the cameras, lots and lots of happy family stuff, talking about the kids, him posing for pictures with other kids left, right and centre. I mean, has this operation succeeded in your view?
I think it's an accidental PR stunt, because if Harry hadn't been there, everyone would be questioning why not. Meghan's bound to be there with him. She's his wife. And
well, she didn't go at the first. She left it. She left it about 2 weeks before she finally joined him.
Yeah, if she'd have gone from the beginning, the press would have gone for her and said it's all about Meghan from the beginning.
Well, it is, isn't it?
I mean, no, not really. She's.
You don't think she likes to hog the limelight at all?
No, I think it's just. You don't
think she likes to hog the limelight? There's not even a suggestion of that.
I think that's a bit unfair. It's no more than, say, Kate does in a situation that her and William are together. Kate is more vocal than William.
Well, Kate doesn't make nauseating speeches about, sorry, I'm late, I had to do the school run. What are you talking about? You're in California. Oh, my God, just dropped the kids off. I've got to be in Dusseldorf in 10 minutes. I mean, didn't even ring true. I mean, why is she making that speech? I know why. Because she wants us to think she's just a normal working mum.
I mean, yeah, but the same yardstick, the press teams at the palace are leaking the fact that Kate's got a broken finger. And what
do you mean leaking? She was photographed with her broken finger.
But it's been a big deal.
So then the journalist quite naturally asked the palace what happened. That's not a leak.
Well, but it's become a big storyline.
Yeah, but it's not a leak. It's not. The palace was not leaking news of her broken finger. She was photographed with a broken finger, so journalists quite rightly and naturally asked what happened, and it turned out it was on the trampoline with the kids.
Yeah, but they didn't have to go that far with that information. Yeah, she broke her finger.
Why? What's wrong with that information? Why didn't they have to go that far with that information?
It's the saintly version that they're presenting her, and I've got no problems with Kate. I'll point that out.
What's saintly about she was on the trampoline with the kids and broke her finger? Why is that saintly?
Well, Meghan's shown up to support Invictus Games.
Which is good. I agree.
But the press have rinsed her about making it all about her. She hasn't. She's shown up to support her husband in a charity that he has started and that he's passionate about. I mean, for me, the comparison in press is huge. Like, it is very much St. William and St. Kate, which is absolutely fine. Makes sense, because the two of them are going to end up being king and queen at some point. We've also got the argument that when the Queen died, there was a lot of this "not my king" protest going on. So, of course, they've got a lot of groundwork to do to make sure the royal family is still favourable to the public. Whereas for Harry and Meghan, it doesn't really matter.
Why do you think Harry and Meghan's popularity ratings are plunging, have plunged on both sides of the Atlantic?
Because they've made huge mistakes.
Yeah.
They've made huge mistakes with the book. They've made huge mistakes with opening Netflix with a documentary and Oprah. They should have picked one. It's no different to what Diana did when she left the royal family. She released a book. She went on to Panorama. She had, she invited the press in for things like Halo Minds, for HIV. If she'd have had Netflix, I'm sure she would have done exactly the same as Harry. And
yeah, but I mean,
in terms of putting the spotlight on things she believes in.
But it's point taken. They have made big mistakes, and I think they perhaps are sort of realising this, and they do seem to be trying to rebuild their image. So let's go back to my original question. We've definitely seen them on their best behaviour, looking good for the cameras, posing with kids, posing with NATO leaders, going to a beer keller for Harry's 39th birthday. As I say, nothing wrong with all of this, but when you package it up and you give pictures to the press, it becomes a publicity operation. So my question, Carla, is do you think it has succeeded?
I think it's succeeding, and I think that maybe if they'd have led with that, the whole public opinion would have been completely different. You look at how they've packaged up the Invictus documentary, for example. They didn't do any promo stuff, so then it couldn't be made about like Harry and Meghan. They shied away from it all.
Indeed. Listen, Carla, it's always good to talk to you. Thank you very much for your time. PR and branding expert Carla Speight.